And like that, we are live. Thank you to everyone that's joined in already. Hopefully, we have some more people. It's not just me on the stream tonight. We've got a friend with us, if I can find him. It is Mac, the Mad Machinist. Mac, thank you so much for being here, pal.
I can't seem to get into any of the cars.
No?
Nope.
Are you playing on a controller?
Keyboard and wheel controller.
Okay. Let me see if I can't find the keybind for that. It is brake, start vehicle. We're off to a great start here, gang. Start, stop engine, change direction. Enter is the letter E, apparently.
Well, either my E key spontaneously stopped working.
That is a predicament. We might have to probably blame communism for why it's not working. I believe there's also a button to jump between the vehicles. Let me see if I can't find that. Try tab or left shift and tab.
That just brought up the Steam overlay.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, why are the keybinds all different? That doesn't make a lick of sense.
On single player, the D-pad on my steering wheel would switch between the vehicles.
And it's not doing that now for you?
Nope.
What in the dickens? Shift tab. Oh yeah, that brings up the Steam thing for me as well. What in the holy hell? Let me bring that up. Hello, hey, Kills for Thrills is here just in time to watch us fart around try and figure out how to get into the vehicles. I'm gonna Google that while we're. How's everyone doing tonight? Max said he had a wonderful drive to work and that people are super stupid. So why don't you folks tell us what's going on with the car or with your days while we figure out how to get Mac into a vehicle? Because it will be hard to farm without a vehicle. Don't suppose you were using flight mode at any point, were you, Mac?
Not as far as I know.
I didn't think so. Okay, then that's not it. Okay, first time player, multiplayer. Go to the pot. Oh, hold on. I think I know what the problem is. 1 second here, Mac. I have to add you to the farm. That's probably why. How do I add him to the farm? That's fine. Sorry about this here, gang. We did not test the actual playing of the game before getting into it, but it'll be fun once we get rolling. Don't anyone worry.
That would have made sense.
Yeah, it would have, but I'd like to think that this just adds to the shenanigans. How to add someone to your farm in FS22 multiplayer. No, that's not it. Multiplayer. Go to pause menu and then no, Doesn't help me at all, your tool. Okay, we will figure this out, shall we? Okay. Actually, Matt, go into your pause menu, and there should be a tab called Farm Management, or even Farms, rather.
Okay, I see that.
There should be one called My Farm with my name under Players.
Yep.
Try clicking on that, and then it should give you like a prompt to join the farm or something.
No prompt.
Okay, 1 second here.
I can click on you.
Okay, we're gonna make a completely different farm called My Farm 2. And how the okay, that doesn't help me at all. Oh, there you go. You just.
Oh, I figured it out.
What was the catch so we can all remember for the next time?
Rather than the little icon with the barn with the people in it, I went to the one above it.
Oh, okay. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I think we can get into the farming now. Mac, try and enter a vehicle. And perhaps don't run me over. I guess I can get out of your way. Oh, there you go. So Matt can get into vehicles now, and I believe that we can get this ball rolling. What would you like to do first, Mac? I saw you over by the John Deere, over this way. Do you want to try and plow this field here?
Yeah, why not? I was mostly just trying to figure out how to get into the bloody tractor.
That's completely fair. Okay. No, do run around on your farm with grenades. This is an American farm, so it's entirely possible there's grenades in my possession. But as a Canadian, I wouldn't know how to use one. It's pull the pin and count to 7, right? Oh God, there's already so many people in the chat giving us a hard time already, sir. A lot of people saying hi to you. That's very good.
Well, I say hello back.
Hello, everybody. I think they could hear you. I believe if anyone in chat could confirm whether or not they hear Mac, that would be swell. And I will get into running with a grenade potentially. There you go. Looking good. You can hear him. Good stuff. An important part of farming is communication.
Well, currently I'm just trying to figure out what the damn keybinds are again, because I apparently forgot them all over the course of the day.
That's completely fair. In your defense, there is a lot of different keybinds. Like, I don't know if, I've only ever played with the controller, so I'm not 100% sure, but I know on the controller you have to like hold the bumper and then press a button for certain things. Like it wouldn't surprise me if it's the same on keyboard where it's just unnecessarily convoluted. Oh God. There you go. All right. And then while you're trying to figure that out, let me go get the field started over this way. So, how was everybody's day? I'm not just talking, like, I want to hear everything. Kills, did you end up exploding your base and praying that you never have to deal with it again? Oh, you know what's happened here, Mac? I think for some reason the controls are different on multiplayer than they are on single.
Well, for whatever reason, when I attach the front weight, it overrides my ability to raise and lower the cultivator.
Okay, in that case, I would imagine that there's a... Oh, you know what? I don't even want to give you the wrong directions there, because, like I was saying, I know that on controller there's different things that you have to like hold in order to do that, but just looking at the menu here to see if I can't figure that one out.
Okay, now it's working.
Oh, there you go. We've got this. I downloaded a mod that changes the way the ladder works, and now you can run up them without having to jump. That's good. I'm glad that you are no longer a bunny there, Kills. And I'm going to make my helper guide disappear because it's annoying. I don't know what direction I'm going. That's embarrassing. And there it is. Okay. Kills, would you listen? Oh. Yeah, that would probably be beneficial for a couple people. Mac, you said you've got like a full steering wheel setup and everything going?
3-pedal setup with twin sticks. Yeah.
Oh god, that's the dream. I mean, for me it's a dream. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's... At some point in my life, I'd like to get something like that for games like this.
It's pretty much just pieced together out of miscellaneous crap.
I mean, based on everything I've heard about Jump to this point, buddy, I'm not even remotely surprised by that fact.
Wheel I bought eons ago, and everything else I've just kind of picked up over the years.
Yeah, that makes sense. Will there be goats and chickens on the farm? Perhaps a llama. I cannot guarantee a llama, but I can guarantee some sheep and perhaps some chickens, depending on how well this goes. Based on the fact that we're about 17 minutes in, or 12 minutes in, give or take, and we have just figured out how to move our vehicles, you might be setting ambitious goals for us to get to chickens, but if this is something that Mac and I continue to do, then yeah, we'll work towards chickens. I have yet to purchase cows in this game because they're a lot of friggin' work. And as much as this is a video game, I do want to be lazy even in a video game.
Are llamas even an option?
No, I don't think llamas are. But what we'll do, Mac, is we'll get some horses. Oh, we could have an alpaca. Not actually, but we can pretend, because we'll just buy some horses and then just lie and say that they're deformed alpacas. We start an anarchy. Darling, you don't start an anarchy. Anarchy is...
Anarchy just kind of happens.
Yes, my lovely wife decided to say that if we don't get llamas, she will start an anarchy. Oh, now we've got people saying that, oh, we can get ostrich farms. I don't know if we can get these exotic animals. I'm not Tiger King. I don't know if I can pull these things off, gang. And as we saw from that show, which frankly was probably one of the highlights of the pandemic, I'm never going to financially recover if I have to get ostriches and what have you.
A cousin of mine has an ostrich farm down in Texas.
That's fantastic. And are they, like, you don't have to share too many details, but, like, are they successful with their farm?
As far as I know. Exotic meats like ostrich and emu and stuff like that were a hot topic for several years.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit curious how delicious an ostrich burger would be.
It's not bad. It's actually more of a red meat, similar to like how duck is.
Oh, I didn't know that. We can start anarchy if we want. Yes, I mean, technically you can cause anarchy. I just mean, grammatically speaking, you don't start an anarchy. It was the "and" part that I had an issue with, not the anarchy. My original playthrough of this game was on this map, and that spot where you're plowing now, I ended up turning into my yard for like all my machines and stuff, and it was some of the best landscaping I've done in this game. And then I reached a point that I was like, oh, I'm gonna work towards this modded warehouse you can get, and it turns out you can only put like 110 pallets in this warehouse, even though it clearly looks like it could fit like thousands. So it deflated my entire playthrough. That I was like, I've been grinding to get this specific building, and it's useless. So never mind.
Well, last night I got distracted by the lawnmower for about 40 minutes.
In your defense, lawn mowing can be very cathartic.
I used to really enjoy mowing the lawn drunk.
I can imagine. Especially if you're not worried about the lines you're making, for sure.
No, they weren't very straight, and I only fell off at least once.
I mean, that's a pretty good track record, if you ask me. Phil, you're cultivating a tad askew. I am, because it's my farm. Don't judge me, Phil.
And I missed a spot, so...
Oh, there you go. It's fine. Everything's fine. Here at Micmac Farms, we don't care about details. We care about fun. I would also like a dinosaur on this farm while we're at it. Maybe a velociraptor. You can have a whole bunch of shut the hell up. We're not getting a velociraptor. I can't afford that. Also, I don't know if I have the capabilities of doing that. Hi, Amber. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. We're just working on the farm. We need it. Kills, don't enable her. We can't have a T-Rex. Have any of you considered the insurance liabilities that come with owning a T-Rex? Like, the homeowners association will be up my ass if I own a T-Rex on this farm. Not to mention the farmers association, not to mention all of these other people that will ride me about the stupid T-Rex on the stupid farm. Settle for a troll. Kills, again, I feel like you're writing checks that I can't cash, sir. Do we have a baler, I wonder? Let's find out, shall we? There we go. We do not. Okay, in that case, I'm going to use some of our money, assuming it's all right with you since we're partners in this venture, to get a baler for all this straw that I just dropped.
Feel free.
Okay, where the dickens is one? There we go. We'll go with sure, that one. There we go. There's no such thing as an HOA in a farming community. Good to know. Well, perhaps we can get a dinosaur then after all, because I was really worried about the HOA.
Hey, you never know. T-Rex burgers might sell real well.
Oh, that's a fair point, and we can probably double it as a petting zoo.
As long as they're not too worried about a few kids getting eaten once in a while.
You know what, Mac? If you're putting your child on a T-Rex at a petting zoo, that's kind of survival of the fittest at that point. Someone named Idaho, welcome to the stream, Idaho. Grow some potatoes, and I won't burn down your farm. That is an unsettling proposition. We will eventually grow potatoes, and please don't burn down my farm. Like, I don't know who that is, but I'm genuinely concerned. We've got the Al Capone of farmers out here. This is rural Jurassic Park world coming together. Phil, Mac, you heard the people. Give them what they want. Fine. If I can find a way to get a T-Rex made then I will get a T-Rex for the farm. But would you all settle for a potato farm? Because that seems much more attainable than figuring out gene splicing and creating a T-Rex. Speaking of, you should have fire breaks around your fields. What is a fire break, Amber? And I will do my best. I will not continue this conversation about a T-Rex on the farm. You're all being unreasonable. There we go. You were correct about the peanut gallery here, Mac. Kill says, I will settle for a goat. For you, Kills, I will get a single goat. And I will name him Mr. Thrills. I mean, you heard Idaho, the fire being started if you don't plant potatoes. I will plant potatoes. Okay, what engine did you have in that tractor? A gas one. I have no idea, Phil. A plowed area that you don't plant anything. It helps keep the fire from spreading. Okay, well, we can probably do that at some point for sure, Amber. But I don't know if they've added an update in this game where you have to worry about natural disasters, in which case that would just turn into a massive buzzkill. A goat with wings. You all are killing me. Okay, Mac, our latest thing is if we get a goat, we have to somehow gene splice it with a bird so it has wings. I don't know how we're going to do that.
I mean, with a little creativity, it might be possible.
Yeah, I mean, there probably is a costume store nearby that I can go buy, like, some bat wings for it or something. Phil, this is North America, not the Middle East. Leave the goat alone. I mean, talk to your fellow chatmates that they're trying to tell me to turn it into a goat bat. Kills a goat to feed to the T-Rex, right? Oh my god. Get a spider pig. Holy crap. Is this what it's going to be like when I have children and everyone and their mother is just talking nonsense in the back seat and making me want to turn this car around? Because I'll turn this tractor around. Mac Amber says you have a great laugh. So take of that what you will.
I've been told it's sometimes a little bit terrifying.
In what context is a laugh terrifying? I mean, right before the knife comes out is probably unsettling. Okay, do we have... Let me check what vehicles we have here, just to see if there's... okay, do we... So, somewhere around here there is a cedar that we can probably start to get Field 46 planted, but I don't know where they have that.
No, that's over by the other field and down that way.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you're welcome to start on that if you'd like. I'm just going to keep going with the baler here. You haven't heard my laugh, Phil. No, I have not, Mifric, and just based on you saying that and the fact that you want to leave me trapped in some kind of dungeon, I don't know that I want to. The way you're driving it, I'm not worried. Okay. Okay. Amber says your laugh does not terrify her and that she likes it with a smiley face, so there's a bit of a connection forming there. And, of course, now we have to get a spider pig, because why not? Just... This farm is getting more and more expensive by the day. I'm never going to financially recover from this. This chat is dark. I agree, Idaho. When you hear a baby laugh and you don't have a baby. That's terrifying. Yes, Phil, I would probably move if I was asleep and heard a baby laugh in my home where there isn't babies. I was being complimentary. Fair, Amber. I just, I like to play Love Connection, Amber. That's all. If we had dinosaurs, it would all be... I can't see that word because the stupid heart emoji's in the way. Someone else say something so I can finish my wife's chat message. Oh, I didn't reset this or anything. Oh. Did we? Oh, he's still in. There we go. If we had dinosaurs, it would all be fun, chat. Idaho threatened to start your farm. Idaho threatened to start your farm on fire. Idaho is the dark one. That's fair. No, I'm confirmed single and happy. Well, of course, Amber. I'm just teasing. I would never try and force people into stuff like that. That's not my cup of tea. I cannot say with 1000% certainty, but I think we might have lost Mac.
Nope, I'm still here.
No, there he is. Okay, Oh, you know what? I think you were too far away and, like, your little avatar wasn't rendering in, so it looked like your tractor was just sitting empty.
Apparently, whatever's in here cannot be planted in August.
Oh, hold on. I'm going to turn off that setting, because that setting can suck a big old donkey dick. Which setting is that? This one? Okay, try it now. Unfortunately, the diesel economy is still high at the moment, so I guess I'll have to deal with regular gas. Are you just talking about how you're going to burn my farm down? Please don't use gasoline. I can't afford that. Mac taught Seneca stoicism. I don't know what that means, but sure. No, you know what? We'll park it in the field or in the barn here. Okay. Do we have anything that I can pick up the... No, I don't have anything to pick up the bales with, so that's unfortunate. What we will do then, Mac, is I'm just going to drive into them and plow them off the field with the tractor.
Yeah, that works.
America! Nice. Diesel is slow burning. Okay, yeah, Idaho, you cannot call this chat dark and in the same chat mention that you're going to use diesel to burn down my farm because it's going to take longer. Yeah, I agree with you, Mifric. Idaho is deeply concerning. In like a hilarious kind of way, but if they're for real, it's unsettling. Oh yes, we need donkeys on the farm. No, do not give people jet fuel, Phil. Donkeys, goats, and pigs and spider pigs. Okay. Well, you all are only getting 2 animals because we all know that Mac and I are going to be the ones that have to take care of them and take them for walks, and no one's going to take it seriously, and then it'll become our pet. And I don't like that. Fainting goats, miniature horses, and miniature cows. Okay, I need you all to come to a consensus on what animals you want, because this is getting out of hand. They already have an ass on the farm. Thank you, my lovely wife. Like, you were 1,000% correct that the peanut gallery was coming out strong the second this started.
I told you. I told you.
God. Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't be going this direction. And now we're discussing if jet fuel is a liquid or not.
Well, it's not that far off from kerosene, so yes, it is.
Really? I thought it was more of like almost like a gel type liquid, that it's like a liquid but thicker.
Nope, kerosene and jet fuel are more or less the same thing.
Good to know. And Phil agrees with you. Jet fuel is in fact a liquid. Oh, God. Oh, God. See, gang? We're doing fine. We didn't even crash into each other there, so meh. I have no regrets, Amber. Well, that's good that you don't have any regrets. Ainsley, makes me wonder about Mac's kerosene stash. Don't you worry about what Mac does with his kerosene.
It's purely innocent intentions.
Like the death of my enemies. To be fair, you have not read Discord or all day. Yeah, Discord was. I think we were all kind of on one today with how silly it all got, but that's also very commonplace for all of us to just ramble about nothing really and come up with all the different things that, for some reason, there's a game around what you do in your spare time and what you have done with your life, Mac, that you're some kind of super spy that built the Great Wall of China, or at least consulted on its construction.
I have no idea what was going on today.
It's probably for the best, but bear in mind that this seems to be a new game that we've started where we all take turns theorizing what you've done throughout your life, up to and including you were involved in an assassination at some point. Like I said, the Great Wall of China was mentioned. You've done a lot, apparently. There you go. Phil R. says that you showed the Wright brothers how to build an airplane. Oh, God. I don't know about you, Mac, but I know for myself that I never in a million years thought that I would be this heavily involved in just the most zany, weird, yet somehow comforting online community I've ever come across.
It was completely random.
Yeah.
I mean, I got into this community because I was watching Kills play 7 Days to Die.
Oh, God, that was, like, a while ago. I mean, I think it was a while ago. I only really started in the past, like, year and a bit.
It was sometime last year, I think.
Okay. Mac has lived 100 years and doesn't look a day over 30. We'll take that as a compliment from Amber. I don't know if Kills is still in the chat, but if you are, sir, let me know. Did you have any inclination that you making YouTube videos would turn into what it has turned into? Because I've spoken to Mifrick about it, I've spoken to Ainsley about it, and now to Mac as well to a certain extent, but it's just crazy that a very tall British guy playing video games on the internet has turned into something this quote-unquote special for people. That's something I can't even put into words. Like, I'm having a hard time articulating myself. Like a dummy. I've realized how bad my nuclear history is. I don't know much about nuclear anything except for maybe Chernobyl. I appreciate that in this game mode here, like, they start you with almost everything you need to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, in my single-player playthrough, I think the only actual necessary implement that I've purchased so far was a weeder.
Wow, okay. And you said that was
granted, I did sell all the modern tractors and bought all the old tractors.
That's fair. I know there's a lot of people that play this game that make a point of sticking with, like, vintage equipment just because they prefer it. Silly work can't do anything without me for 3 hours. I know that feeling, Phil. That is my life with my job. I've gotten to a point that I essentially get an anxiety spike when my phone goes off and it's work anytime after hours. First, the incident in INL in 63. I believe then it got hacked. Oh, you're still talking about nuclear stuff, aren't you, Idaho? You know, I had no idea what it would turn out like this when I first started making videos. I had no one watching, and now we've got a crazy, amazing community. Well, Kills, I've said it before and I'll say it again, buddy. You are absolutely the key piece to all of that. You know, your personality, your vibe, your energy, whatever you want to say, however you want to word it. You brought all of these people together in what you do, so thank you for that. And no, I have never seen Terrogator, Amber. What is that? That sounds like some kind of combination of alligator and terrorist. And frankly, if Al-Qaeda had their way, that would probably be a thing. Anyway, I must go tend to my crops. Goodbye. I will be back, though. Well, Idaho, you have scared the bejesus out of me, but thank you so much for being here. It's greatly appreciated. And remember, we will plant potatoes. Please do not murder me in my sleep and burn down the farm. There's witnesses. If I disappear, look at Idaho. Oh, I meant to ask, what are you planting?
Wheat, I think?
Yeah, that works. Fun fact, my family on my mom's side were sheep murderers in Idaho. What part of that is fun? Like, my family was sheep murderers. That's a fun fact. You might as well have been like, fun fact, I have cancer. No, that's not fun. Jesus. We still might burn it down for insurance purposes. Thanks. And Maverick, you are correct. That is a chat fact. The word fun might have been a stretch. Autocorrect, you meant herders. I don't know if I believe you. I feel like now that I called you out, you're like, oh, maybe we shouldn't talk about the goat murders. It's a 3-wheel tractor that you spray in the fields. It's huge. Okay, it might exist in this game, and the vehicle library is extensive, and then the mod library is even bigger. Mac, if you end up like continuing to play this game and get really into it, definitely check out the mod website, because they've got everything under the sun.
Oh, I've already installed some mods.
Oh, there you go.
I specifically went looking for a Ford 9N because I've actually used those in this capacity.
Oh, that's fantastic. Were you able to find it?
Nope.
Oh, that's ballsack.
I found a couple old International Harvesters, which were close enough.
Yeah.
That aforementioned Ford 9N was also the one I got stuck in the drainage ditch.
Okay. What did it take to get that out? I can't remember if I asked you that before.
The bulldozer.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. The one and only, or I guess I've done it twice, but it was with the same car on the same stretch of road. But only twice in my life I've put a vehicle off the road. And the first time it happened, I was just driving on, like, through the winter, and it was a little patch of black ice, and the back end of my car just went. And by the time I realized what the hell was happening, it was like, okay, there's no salvaging this. Let's just hope for the best. And without exaggerating, I think I stopped maybe a foot and a half from like a hydro pole, and I was like, that could have gone so much worse. I've always liked the
Now
look
we're
of
at a
this.
bit of an impasse.
Oh, you need me to move the bales? Okay. You know what? I will be back with this tractor. I'm gonna go see if I can't get like a front loader attachment added on, and then I'll pick up the bales. I've always liked the look of this game. Kills. I cannot stress this enough. If you're looking for a game to just zone out and listen to a podcast or listen to music or whatever, this is the perfect game for it. Because as Mac spoke to earlier in the stream, you can just get lost and cut your grass for an hour if you really feel like it. Get yourself a Poppin' Johnny. So annoying. Is that another tractor, Amber? Amber, I want to pick your brain on all things farming since you've been involved in the farming community in the past. I love driving tractors on my stepfamily's farm in Iowa. Yeah, I feel like driving a tractor would be a lot of fun. Is it fun, Mac? Is it fun to drive a tractor?
It is.
And like, does it feel different than driving like an everyday vehicle, or like if you've driven upsized trucks, is it comparable to that?
Well, it honestly it depends on the age of the tractor, and I mean some of the newer ones have so much technology in them. It's like driving a bloody spaceship.
Yeah, there's a guy I follow on. No, I don't want to sell that. That would have been awkward. There's a guy can I not get a front loader attachment on this? Awkward. Okay, I'll try a different tractor. He millennial farmer, and seeing his tractors, they've got like basically a full dashboard of instruments, and then he's got like an iPad hanging from the ceiling, and then another iPad down near the shifter, and like it's all just like automated. And he was saying the fertilizer sprayer that they have, they essentially programmed that it will spray essentially just enough fertilizer to coat the seed as it's coming out of the planter, and that's it. So they can.
And some of the new ones, they're GPS guided.
Yeah, that's just bananas. That's fun to drive a tractor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is AC, GPS, sat radio. Yeah, it would not surprise me if like tractors are basically just taking care of fields by themselves in the not too distant future. I guess we'll try the Massey Ferguson that we have. I thought that this one could do that. It's a waste of a trip to the store. Okay, let me see something here. Wrong button. Alright, off to the store I go with this tractor in hopes that I can get a front loader for it. And worst case scenario, we'll just do what we've done and literally just plow them off the road. Mac is correct. Some of the new ones are better than driving my truck. That's fair. In NorCal, lots of farms are using drones to map out land with better crop rotation. Yeah, a big part of me thinks that like drones and stuff will be eventually become like an essential part of farming with all that they can add to what you're doing. Slowest game of chicken ever. I'm sorry I didn't see that sooner, Mifric, but yeah, we weren't trying to run into each other because we're friends, and friends don't crash into each other. Yet.
Don't worry, it'll devolve into bumper cars at some point.
Oh, I'm confident of that fact. There you go, front loader attacher, we'll go with that one. And then we go into the store. Front loader. Why is it $9,000? Jesus Christ. And a pallet fork. There you go. But brothers do. Brothers crash into each other in their tractors. I would not even be remotely surprised by that fact. I feel like friends do crash into each other, lol. Okay. Well, tell you what. Before we wrap up the stream for the night, before we stop farming for the night, Mac and I will start at opposite ends of the field and crash into each other. And the winner gets brain damage. Because farming is expensive. Yes. That is... Like, obviously, these numbers are not 100% accurate to real life, but I can only imagine how goddamn expensive it is to operate a farm, let alone a farm of, like, massive scale. Whoa, 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 Amber, this is an SFW chat. Did someone cuss and I didn't catch it? That's bullshit. God. That tractor isn't, like, struggling to use the plant or anything, is it?
It's stalled on me a couple of times. I'm just keeping it in low range in second gear.
Oh, yeah, because you'd be driving with the gearbox and everything, so you should be okay. No, okay, I get it. She's talking about plowing things, and that's what you're getting upset at. Oh. Well, there's your first crash of the day, chat.
What'd you hit?
The trailer parked over here by the barn. But in my defense, it's very large and obvious, so of course I needed to crash into it. Steve learned to drive by driving the tractor down the rows of a cornfield. If he bobbled off the row, his granddaddy would either pop him in the head with a hoe handle or an ear of corn. Well, you only mess up a couple times before you figure out how to do it right.
No, I learned how to drive a manual transmission on a tractor.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because I don't know, like, Would tractors be automatic, or do they have to be manual for all the stuff that they need to do?
Well, the older ones were typically manual, but some later hydro tractors came out with basically a CVT.
Okay. Oh, missed that. At least Phil learned the Texas off ramp. What, it was because I just cut across everything? He was like 8, just tall enough to reach the pedals, and that's when he learned to drive. I feel like there's a lot more people that learn to drive in situations like that than we'd like to admit, because, driving license ages and stuff, but I would not even be remotely shocked if there was more people that learned to drive well before they were supposed to. Remember, that's funny because I learned how to drive on a tractor too. Straight lines and back in and out of the gates with a cultivator on. Nice. That might be a Texas thing then. I mean, 2 people from Texas said they learned to drive that way. It's probably stereotyping of me to say that's a Texas thing, though. Thank you. I learned to drive at 11 in Dallas because my stepdad was drunk. Oh, so you were responsible for driving him home when he had hit the bottle too hard? I'm from NorCal originally. Fair. I forgot that point. My Texas prejudices are showing. I apologize, Phil. There you go. Nice, clean bales. Good job, everybody. Welcome back, Idaho, with gas pump emoji, fire emoji, and devil emoji. That's like, that's the millennial equivalent of a death threat if I've ever seen one. No cap, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you're making pretty damn good progress. Or are you done now?
I'm done with this one.
Okay, you're welcome to start on this one if you'd like. If you don't feel like doing that, we can also try and do a contract and just make some money on someone else's farm.
It's entirely up to you.
Yeah, we might as well get this one planted, and then we can move on to someone else's farm. Well, this needs to move on to the next growth stage. Is that the word? I can't articulate myself. We'll do this first. Okay, that's that. Let me go put the cultivator away somewhere. I guess it's not really a cultivator. That's plow. Idiot. Idaho, you don't kill. I'm just going with what the emojis told me. Please explain what the emojis mean if that wasn't a death threat. Oh, you know what? I can probably... Alright. I think I'm going to try and take those bales that I made over to the farm store. Why does this... Oh, this truck's a manual. Oh, God. No, it was just tweaking out. Never mind. What Idaho doesn't know is Mac is secretly converging on his location with his sniper rifle that he used to teach White Feather how to be the Marine Corps' deadliest sniper. Mac, you lived a very accomplished
They're getting
life.
more extravagant as the evening goes on.
I'm a fan of the details at which they are providing. He doesn't kill, he just burns. Well, that's unsettling. The small field there, I put a... That small field there, I put a garage there. I did too, actually, in a previous file on this map. That's kind of funny that you say that. Oh, God. Sick parking job. That's my bad. No, this is fine. No one panic. No one panic.
What are you doing?
Trying to force a bale onto the back of the truck. Just gotta get it past the wheel well, and then it'll be fine. See? Fits perfectly. There was corn then, but I burned it first, then put the garage there. Idaho, do you just play this game for the sole purpose of enacting on your virus tendency? Virus? That's not a word.
Pyromaniac tendencies.
There we go. Pyromaniac tendencies. Mac, we're already in sync that you finished my train of thought. It's like years ago, my brothers and some friends and I would play The Sims, but basically solely to screw with these fake people as much as humanly possible. Like a buddy of mine.
You build a house with no doors, and then you set the house on fire.
Exactly. One time I watched my brother. He was playing, and his female character got pregnant. So what he did is, after the baby was born, he put a whole bunch of lit ovens in the baby's room, and then just deleted the door. Or drop them in your sim in the swimming pool, and then just like delete the ladder, so they just have to swim for all eternity. Searching Idaho news for arson events. PR, I feel like Idaho might be an online persona. Though, like you were saying before about super secret spies and stuff, it is a perfect misdirect to name yourself after the exact thing you're guilty of, because then people were like, there's no way that they would just announce their criminality.
Hide in plain sight.
Exactly. There's a winery here in Niagara Falls, Ontario that I forget. Oh yeah, it was the organized crime winery, and every time I drove past it, I'm like, they have to be mobbed up, because how perfect would it be that they name themselves that, and then the cops are like, it's impossible. They can't have done that. They can't have just blatantly said they're criminals. Amber, how did you kick yourself out? Alright, apparently you can't say smash lemons with a hammer, because then YouTube kicks you out. Heads up! Sorry. Click the wrong thing. Well, I'm sorry that you clicked the wrong thing and kicked yourself out. It's never fun. Well, funny you say that. The mob did make and move alcohol in that area during Prohibition. I actually knew that. Allegedly, I've never been able to confirm this story, but allegedly, my great grandmother, who was running a convenience shop during Prohibition, or a convenience store, excuse me, during Prohibition. Don't text and drive. Looking at the chat and I crash into a pole. Allegedly, great grandmother.
Yeah, I was about to say, did you hit that light pole?
Oh, I sure did. Like, if this was Beam, my ass would be through the windshield. Amber's fixing to drive home. Well, drive safe and don't drive like me, because I crash into poles. Yeah, finishing that story. My great-grandmother allegedly had an interaction with Al Capone, who was trying to, or at least his cronies, who was trying to move alcohol up into Montreal as like a way to launder money. And I was like, that's super fascinating. I just don't know if I believe it.
Well, they're kind of everywhere. A buddy of mine used to own a garbage route, and the mafia is heavily involved with the garbage business around here anyways, and they actually stopped by to try and buy his route.
I can believe that. My uncle used to tell the story of the Saputo crime family in Montreal, Canada, and they like pizzerias were very much a big thing, and now Saputo is allegedly an entirely legitimate business that like sells dairy products all over the province. But early on, when they were very much mobbed up, they would allegedly drive to like different pizza shops and be like, oh, you know, I feel like you should be buying our cheese because Jimmy down the road here at his pizzeria, he didn't buy our cheese, and his fire caught oven. Maybe it's a lesser quality cheese or something, but ours doesn't catch fire, if you know what we're saying. And I didn't think of cheese as the like racket that it was. Just his ass. Nothing else goes through the window. Exactly. The way I crash, just my ass would go through the window. In Idaho, for what it's worth, the trailer is parked like this because I crashed into it. I'll try and fix it. I'm not really making a case for myself. Oh, Idaho is the one trying to blackmail people into making or buying their cheese. It wasn't the mafia, it was Idaho. Okay. What else can we work on while that's going on here? No, we need a roller. Okay, I guess I'll go get that. Never found success with the roller, but I'll try. Don't even know where to look for those. Oh, probably the category called roller. That would make sense now, wouldn't it? Wait, Idaho Mafia. That could be a thing. I don't know enough about the great state of Idaho. Dang, you actually drive like an Idahoan farmer. Good to know. Mac, did you already finish that field?
I did.
Oh, holy shit, okay. I'm gonna go try and get a roller, because according to the map, both of these fields need it. If you want to come to the store, too, we can probably pick up a fertilizer sprayer, like, leased, and then try and spray the fields at the same time.
Okay.
Right, I'm off to bed. Have a good stream, mate, and I will see you all later. Take care, Kills. Have a good sleep, buddy, and I'm sure we'll catch up tomorrow. Potatoes, Idaho.
Night, Kills.
There you go. I hope you heard that, Kills, because even Max said bye. No, Phil saying potatoes. Idaho was forcing McDonald's change to buy potatoes for the French fries. Was everything some kind of illegal criminal racket? Anything can be a criminal racket. It's true. Just ask S and her alien stripper mobile. So I'll get you the... Okay. So if you in the tools category of the like shop menu, we can probably get just one of the like cheaper like fertilizer spreaders. I don't see the point in having to roll the fields. All you do is plow, plant, lime, fertilize, harvest, and repeat. Yeah, I'm not sure what it actually does, to be completely honest. I think that rolling like pushes the seed further down into the ground to create better like soil to seed contact, but I'm also just talking a lot of shit. I have no idea if that's real. Cruise control means you don't have to steer, right? Oh god. Yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, that's a fence. Sorry, neighbor. I didn't mean to destroy your fence. I mean, I kind of did, but whatever. Fuck you. Mac does have an evil laugh. There you have it, Mac. Mifrick thinks you have an evil laugh.
That's what I said.
Well, I don't think so, but what do I know?
People have found it especially startling when it's in a quiet room and I suddenly burst out cackling at something I found particularly funny.
Okay, it's fair, especially if it's like eerily quiet and then you just find something funny and cackle. Yeah, I can see that.
What was I looking for at the store?
A fertilizer spreader, or if you prefer to use liquid fertilizer, just the sprayer. I don't know if it makes a difference between using solid fertilizer or liquid fertilizer. Rolling might alleviate soil compaction, promote better root growth, and create smoother surface for grazing livestock. The aeration effects of rolling can help break up compact soil and improve water drainage, allowing nutrients to penetrate deeper into the ground. Chat facts. Idaho, thank you so much. I know you got it off Google, but I'm going to pretend that you told me that. It's not a bad laugh, but it def has an edge to it. Okay, well, you heard it here first. Mifrick thinks that you're a serial killer because of the way you laugh.
That's fair.
I'm just stirring up shit. That's not at all what she said.
No, there's only one fertilizer spreader that we can actually afford.
If you... I don't know what the button is on keyboard, but there should be an option to lease it, and it'll be like $2-3 grand or something like that instead, and we'll just return it after the job is done. Or we can just spend the rest of our money on that spreader, but then we won't be able to afford the actual fertilizer for it, which would be hilarious.
I currently do not have permission to buy or lease vehicles or tools.
Okay, 1 second. Buy, sell, reset, buy, sell. You know it. You have permission to do everything now. So you're saying Mac could be Jack the Ripper. I mean, I've never seen Mac and Jack the Ripper in the same room, so it's possible. And there you go. You and Phil can be making people uncomfortable buddies. Apparently his smile makes people uneasy. That came across ruder than I meant it to be. Do I live stream every day? Idaho, no, I do not. I have a full-time job, so I typically only live stream on weekends and evenings like this. I'm also going to be moving in the not-too-distant future, so my live streams might become few and far between for the next little bit. But if you're interested in catching more of my content, or even that lovely British fellow that was in the chat earlier, you can join our Discord. It's called Sanctuary. What do I do for work? I am the lead technical producer for a radio station up here in Toronto, Canada. And what do you do, Idaho, other than threaten to burn people's farms down? Housework. I see. Well, housework's got to be done. when you'll be away from the farm so we can. You know what, Mifrick? I've got a really good insurance policy on this place, and for some reason I felt the need to get like fire insurance, so we should be okay if Idaho burns down the farm. Like prepping a new house. Okay, well that's exciting. Whereabouts are you from, Idaho? I mean, actually, as I'm saying that, you don't have to share details about yourself if you don't feel like it, because I mean, there should be a certain level of anonymity on the internet if you want to have anonymity. So, ignore me. One day I will speak in a way that I'm not making a complete ass of myself. Like prepping a new house, like painting and sanding. Okay, that's very exciting stuff. So that's rolled, and then Mac, were you able to get some fertilizer as well?
I think I might have forgotten that important detail.
Okay. Hold on, I'll take the tractor with the wheel load or with the front loader and go get you a couple bags. I left to clean. What are we working on now? I'm trying to figure out why my tractor won't go into gear. Oh, okay. Apparently I can only drive in reverse. No, Ainsley, we just finished rolling the fields, and Mac got a fertilizer spreader, but forgot the fertilizer, so I'm going to go hook a brother up and go get a couple bags. Mac will now just stare at the seeds to make them grow. There you go, Mac. Chat spoke. Your next task is to stare awkwardly at the ground and make the seeds grow faster. It's almost as fun as watching paint dry.
We'll just stand in the middle of the field and will them to grow.
Exactly. Come on, grow, you son of a bitch!
The scary thing about this game is when I was making my avatar for it, it looks shockingly like myself about 10, 15 years ago.
It's kind of creepy when it does that, eh?
Yeah.
We'll go for 2 bags, whatever. Okay. I think I said it when trying to make my person in Fallout, but anytime I try and make myself in a video game, I end up finding them like ugly as shit, and I'm like, oh, is that what I look like? Cool. There goes my self-esteem.
I've always, when I play like RPGs, I try not to self-insert.
That's fair. I mean, Mac, would you like to hear the latest thing that you've accomplished in your storied life?
Yes, I have the chat up on my cell phone.
Okay. The Mona Lisa is actually much smaller than I thought it would be. Years ago, I went on a high school trip to Europe for the 90th anniversary of the Battle of Vimy Ridge, and one of the stops was in the Louvre. And yeah, the Mona Lisa is a much smaller painting than I thought it would be.
Did you see that absolutely horrifying video where they used AI to make the Mona Lisa sing?
I have not, and I don't know that I want to. That sounds horrendous.
I can't remember if they had her singing or rapping, but it was terrifying.
That sounds... I mean, maybe if it was like a really good rap, I might be interested, but that does sound unsettling. Mifrick, I will absolutely provide the Discord link for Idaho in just a moment here. I'm just going to position the fertilizer in a way that Matt can do his thing while I'm parked up and doing that. Oh, you are quite literally just standing in the field willing it to grow. Oh, God.
I told you. Doing tractor stoppies.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. There's the link. Phil, I don't see it link, but we'll get it sorted. 1 second here, gang. Add a server. No, we want to invite. You should be able to click whatever the refill button is now, but if you can't, let me know and I'll lift it even higher if possible.
That's not giving me a prompt.
Oh, there you go.
There it goes.
You're welcome, Idaho. If you join the Discord, just bear in mind that we're all kind of weird. So if that's not what you're into, then might not be the Discord for you. I put it in there. Yeah, you did. Mifric, thank you. I'm quite proud of the way that I was able to save that. No. Oh. Let me get out of your way here, Mac. I think Idaho is comfortable with weird. Mifric, you know what they say about people who assume. No, seriously, what do they think about that? Who, me? Yeah, don't be making jokes. Ain't nothing inappropriate in chat. We're not that kind of group around here. It's just simply not true. Oh, God. Is that going to fix itself? Yeah, there it goes. Nice. That they're usually right. Fair. That's what we'll go with. All right, I'm in. Welcome to the Madhouse there, Idaho. And under the circumstances, I feel okay doing this. But if you haven't already, like and subscribe to my stuff, as well as Kills for Thrills and Big Boss Bam, and really anyone else that makes content on the Discord. Oh, I'm about to drive onto your nicely fertilized field. That's awkward. I did. Well, thank you very much, Idaho. We all appreciate that. Where the fuck am I gonna park this header trailer? I guess over here. Don't take down your barn. Well, I mean, I might. I'm actually going to change the time scale here because I had it running at real time, but we're going to need like the crops and stuff to grow, so real time doesn't really work for that. Just so used to playing on real time just because it's the best way to try and get a bunch of shit done all in like one playing session. Has anything been planted yet? Yes, Mifric, you've missed the wonderful Mac planting a whole bunch of stuff. He's planted wheat on both of these fields, and he's now fertilizing both fields. because Mac's the man.
And Max also still having issues remembering the fucking freaking controls.
Yeah, that'll happen. Like, for what it's worth, on my PlayStation copy of this game, I was at probably 250 hours, and I still was pressing wrong buttons and forgetting how to do stuff. Oh, crap, we should probably return the leased roller, because we don't need that anymore. And let me see what the contracts are like, because there might be. Okay, I'm going to take this contract for fertilizing field 77, and then when you're done, we'll both head over there. I'll use the equipment that they're offering to us, and then you can use our stuff, and then we'll make $2,429, like a baller. How many mods do you have? On this current playthrough, Idaho, not that many. On my solo file, I've got 12, 13 or something like that. Like, I've got a lot of... Okay, Mac, I'll move. Just crashing into me. Yeah, on my personal file, I've got a bunch of, like... I've got quality of life mods and then, like, certain vehicles and stuff I like, but most of my mods are just things like the easy development mod, so I can turn on, like, super strength and, like, add and remove money and stuff like that. And then I've also got a 2013 Chevy Silverado for some reason that is, like, the only truck that I've found that I like. Still probably better than the computer workers, yes. I don't know if you've used the computer workers there, Mac, but they are awful.
No, I haven't actually used them yet.
Yeah, so if you do, like if you're going to use them for harvesting, make sure you go around and, like, do the first couple passes yourself. Because if you don't, their pathing gets all fucked up, and they'll just drive diagonally across your field, and then they'll be like, "Job done!" And I'm like, no, you literally just did a pass. Also, I pressed the wrong button and did not lease or did not rent the equipment from the contract, so I'm probably going to have to either lease another fertilizer spreader or just follow you over there and watch what you're doing, which is only a lot embarrassing. Oh, no, you know what I'll do? Is I will take the other contract for fertilizing and use their equipment for all of it. We'll make it work. Okay, if you want to head towards Field 77, I will join you once I have the new stuff.
Let me actually figure out where Field 77 is.
If you pause it and go to the, like, very top tab with, like, the globe-looking icon, you can look at all of the fields on there.
Okay, I see where it is.
Yeah, this map's pretty straightforward. Like, you can basically just bang a left out of our farm and then a left again all the way down. Amber, I've seen videos from up there. It's pretty bad. I saw a tree that was uprooted and literally took half the person's front yard with it. Yeah, that's unfortunately, I guess that's part of when it storms, it really storms in places like that.
I went the wrong way.
Oh. Oh, well. There's no time limit on the contracts. Wow. What cheapskates making us buy our own fertilizer for this contract? Like, I'm doing the work, not buying the stuff, you jerks. fucking money, Jesus. Parts of Houston were tore up too. Not as bad as Dallas, for what it's worth. That's really unfortunate. When Amber, for what it's worth, several of us in the community were genuinely concerned about your well-being when you were offline. So make of that what you will, but you're clearly liked by a couple people that there was a genuine sense of concern about your well-being. Those 4755s, I believe what Mac is driving is the 4755. I think. Again, I'm talking a lot of shit. I don't really know farming stuff outside of this game, so you could tell me basically anything, and I'd be like, yes. Wow, 77's much smaller than I thought it was. Looking at it on the map. Alright, I guess I'll go start on 73 and then just kind of... Oh, no, you know what? I'll help you with this one. It is, as we've gotten closer, it is bigger than I thought it was. Exactly, Idaho. You could ask me anything, and I would just, yes. I'm basically Consuela, the cleaning lady from Family Guy. Like, oh, did you clean this? Yes, yes. Oh, there goes the AC turning on here. Oh, I've got to... We're going to be done this in no time, because, like, if you open the map, it's all we're already overlapping. So I'm going to start heading over towards 73 here, because it looks like by the time you turn around and come back, that field should be essentially done.
How do you actually check to see the percentage?
So if you open the pause menu, and on that first screen, like that globe again, if you hit the arrows left and right, you switch between like the different soil composition, like the growth stages and stuff. Like and like it's all kind of color coordinated too, so like on the soil composition filtered, right now we just gave that field like its first level of fertilization, and then 73 that we're about to do would be applying the second layer of fertilization.
I missed a spot.
That looks like it might have been my spot. I can come back and do it, because that's my bad. Idaho, I'm eventually going into the Marines. Good for you. Well, I hope that works out for you, and you know, it takes some real strength to be any member of the armed services, let alone one with such prestige as the Marine. So kudos to you, and if you can do it, then congratulations and preemptively thank you for your service. Amber, yeah, it's. I mean, it's weird to say you're welcome to being worried about you, but it was kind of a collective. Oh, hopefully, it's all right out there, because obviously I can't speak for everyone, but I'm sure several of you in chat here, and maybe even Mac in game here, we can speak to the fact that we all kind of care about one another, even though we're just strangers on the internet. There's this common thread of, yeah, these people are all right. I like talking to them. I hope they have a successful life in whatever it is they're working on. I'm colorblind just by a bit, and that blue is dark green for me. Interesting. I so is I thought colorblind was you see like essentially just gray. How is it not like literally blind to colors?
There's certain degrees of color blindness, like different, um, like there's red green color blindness and blue color blindness.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like color dyslexia. Or is that an oversimplification?
You know, yeah, it's kind of an oversimplification, but it's kind of like that.
Good to know. Okay, I'm just gonna run my tractor on autopilot while I see what the hell this notification is that's making me crazy. Oh, that would be Idaho. Welcome to the street. Welcome to the Discord, Idaho. Okay, back in the game before I crash. And like that. Oh, we're done. I can stop wasting fertilizer. Okay, so now if I mean we'll get out or I'll get out of their field anyway. You can keep your vehicle parked there if you'd like. So now if you go scroll through to the contracts tab, it looks like 2 sheets of paper. We should be able to go in and collect the money from both of these. We needed to wait till both were done because I don't remember which one I borrowed the equipment from, and it would have taken the vehicles back if we had said go ahead and collect. And now I need a ride back to the farm, so I'm just going to hop on your roof here. Drive safe.
Now I need to figure out which direction I'm going. Okay, I know where I'm going.
Phil is just trying to say smart things. Yes, I am. Some is worse where, yes, they can't see colors, but special expensive glasses can fix that. Yeah, I've seen, like, the viral videos of people seeing color. Oh, no, I guess I can sort of hang out on the tractor. Huh, don't leave me! Damn it. Alright, I'll see you back at the farm.
Okay.
I thought maybe I could, like, hang out on the back of it, but I feel like they programmed this game as such that you can't do stuff like that. Oh, I'm going just under 2 hours, eh? Okay.
Well, I went completely the wrong direction.
Okay, well, I'm going to see if I can't follow you on the map, because this is fun. Oh, you're doing okay, I think. Oh, yeah, I see what you did there. You zigged when you should have zagged. What are we sciencing, Mifric? You should have just walked in front and let him push you home. Okay, fine. I will try my best. Oh, he's cutting across a farm. I'm going to try and catch up to you here, Mac. Don't slow down. Because I am mad. I can run as fast as a tractor. But not really. Alright, Matt, could you pause for a moment? They would like me to try and let you push me home.
You know, I just realized there's a mini map in the corner.
That's fantastic. Yes, yes, there is. Okay. Onward, Patsy. Don't. Damn it. All right. No. We cannot do that, unfortunately. Also, cannot stand that the AI workers just, or AI people just come walking through your farm. Like, I don't know what it's like in the States, but I don't know that I would just randomly go hiking through people's properties here. This game is being safe and sound. Yeah, it's being lame. Oh, it's coming that way. Bonk. Okay, what? Yeah, kills would have to promote you to be able to talk. Okay. I could only type. Yeah. Oh, he's. You've got much more horsepower than me. I didn't know this is what we were doing. Oh no, his tractor's mounting me. This is awkward. Mac, this is how.
And it's stalled.
This is how John Deere's mate.
I don't know the button to start the engine anymore.
Oh dear. Yeah, Idaho in the Discord there, as much as like there's no hierarchy, there is ranks amongst the Discord just so people aren't like spamming things. So yeah, you would have to speak to Kills for Thrills about potentially doing voice chats and stuff. Like I think Mac and I are able to do that because Kills has ranked us up, so to speak. That's a British thing. You get shot here, especially in Texas. What, for wandering through people's farms? I believe that. You're gonna have to. Oh, we're. Okay, well, apparently one of our tractors is now pregnant, and we're gonna have a bunch of John Deere gators running around in no time. Okay, so we're all done with the fertilizer now, yes? I believe so.
I think so. I
Yeah.
don't believe we planted this field over here.
Oh, okay. Well, would you like to do that, or shall I?
I can do that.
Okie dokie. Is that how babies are made? Yes. When a John Deere loves another John Deere very much, they drive their fenders into each other, and then babies are made.
Put it in gear.
And I will provide moral support. And by moral support, I mean light. Mac had the fertilizer, so Phil's tractor is definitely pregnant. I did not think that this would turn into a bit, but that's probably accurate. You were carrying the fertilizer, and I had an open PTO shaft.
Oh dear God.
Sorry. We might have just unintentionally discovered John Deere's next marketing campaign. Oh yeah, you know what? We'll hold on to the fertilizer spreader for now because we might as well try and fertilize this field before we return the spreader. What is going? 5 new messages. Jeez Louise, gang. Oh, there's that. There's that. And back into the game. There we go. Nope, no jokes. Not gonna do it. By all means. When will you have enough money for the T-Rex? Well, I actually just gave my SIN number and a bunch of my personal information to a guy that told me his crypto was going to take off any day now. So I'm hoping soon. He was also saying something about a fire fest. I don't know. He seemed legit. Oh shit, I did dig up a little bit of a hole there by putting the plow down. It's cheap humor, PR. Yes, it is. Was he a prince from Nigeria? Yes. And he told me that my information was going to a great cause. Idaho, different kind of fire fest. It's a douchey fire spelt with a Y for some reason. If you don't have potatoes and T-Rexes by the end of the stream, there might not be a farm to come back to. We're doing everything we can. Like, I am acting as the stereotypical union rep right now that I'm just watching Mac do the work. It's def legit. Yeah, the Nigerian prince told me that I would get a return on my investment in 2 to 3 weeks. Please don't create an anarchy. It's anarchy enough already. Like, our tractors basically had a one-night stand, and now you're wanting me to deal with this crap too. How am I gonna raise a baby tractor all by myself? I mean, PR, in fairness, I have done some of the work, just not currently. And now I'm strobing so he knows where to go. So really, everyone's helping out. I have access to the farm, so theoretically these threats are real. Jesus Christ. Mac, are my lights distracting enough yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. I'll have to get some, like, legit strobe lights for you. Oh, I should probably get out of your way, though. I'm just farting around. The least I can do is not be in the way. Mac, Phil called you a deadbeat tractor dad. I mean, I assumed that based on this dynamic, Mac would be a working tractor dad and I would be a stay-at-home tractor mom. And then I would make him some tractor peanut butter and jelly sandwiches when he gets home from work and feeds little John Deere his bottle of oil. Oh, okay, I can't keep going. Jesus Christ, what is my life? Hey, I'm sure Mac's a stand-up guy. There you go. Amber coming in clutch, defending you and suggesting you are not a deadbeat tractor.
I can't tell where I haven't been.
Well, do you want me to, like... Oh, no, since you started planting, we can't really fast forward, or else it'll, like... We'll only have a partial growth stage.
I found the color difference.
Okay, and you want me to try and find the keybind for turning the lights on and off? Because your tractor should have a couple more light bars on it. Toggle flashlight, that's not it. Crane, blazable. Like, get out of here, game. Give me the good instructions. Just put a poll in your Discord. Good to know. We will check out that poll once we are off the farm here. Well, at least I will. I'm not going to speak on Mac's behalf. Change bale size, change seats. AI worker. Crane. Vehicle gearbox. The F key is how you toggle your lights. Exactly. There you go. I'll still try and stay relatively close so you've got some extra light as you're trying to make your passes here. Oh, good, Mac. Now you taught people how to hunt and gather, so I guess you're as old as, like, caveman times?
As old as time immemorial.
That is just brilliant. Okay. Control it down for a second here while I sort out what else is happening. Erect. Giggity. Grow up, Mifrick. Jeez. Choose one answer. Gasoline. Fine. Jet fuel. God. Yeah. Miff, grow up. He said erect. Let's be adults here. Oh, you meant like penis erection. I get it now. PR Amber, you will be happy to know that I plan on getting myself a monster tomorrow on my way to work, and there's a very real chance that it is that signature white sugar-free one that you both keep talking about, because commercials work on me, and the fact that you guys shared a picture was enough for me to be like, yeah, I want that. Mac, you're doing a stand-up job.
I have never drank a Monster before.
No?
No,
Well,
I've never been one for energy drinks.
that's fair.
Granted, prior to going off caffeine, I pretty much drank coffee 24/7.
Yeah, well, again, you don't really have to share details if you don't feel up to it. But was coffee a substitute when you gave up the drink?
No, no.
Okay, sorry, I just
When I gave up drinking, I more or less quit cold turkey.
good for you, man. I've gone to meetings with my dad and stuff because he's 13, 14 years sober, and like you'd swear that coffee and cigarettes was exactly how people were. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it.
Oh well.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to have a strip here that's at a different growth stage, but that's fine. But yeah, like I was saying, I found a lot of people that were attending those meetings with Dad and stuff. They turned to things like coffee and sweets and stuff as a way to just like, oh, I'm craving a drink. Why don't I grab a cup of coffee instead, and that kind of stuff. So that's where I was wondering. Crop destruction is on, so I don't. Well, let me see quickly if we can drive on this without destroying everything. Yes, we can. Okay, so in this stage, you can still drive on it without destroying it. So I'll just quickly fertilize our fields here, and then based on the time, that's probably where I will call it a day, but I'm more than happy to keep doing this in the future. This was fun, especially once we figured out how to actually like do it.
Do it.
Go ahead and make your jokes, chat. I was talking about doing it with Mac. Because apparently we're children here. You did figure out how to do it. Thank you. Idaho, you're a guy. Good to know. I did not want to assume any genders. I also don't know how that came up as a point of conversation, but hello, Idaho. I'm okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. I'm a guy, but if you got Vaseline, Jesus. Oh, holy crap. Oh, I guess that field didn't get fertilized. That's awkward. We do need to weed that, but that seems like a future us endeavor. Yeah, like I said, I'm probably gonna call it here, Mac. But thank you so much for joining me, man. I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate playing this, and whether or not we do this again, I don't know, but I definitely would like to.
No, I enjoyed it.
All right. In that case, I will. Oh, look at you parking the tractor all nice. Here, why don't I return the fertilizer spreader, and then I will park this tractor too. Oh, we're not quite gone yet, Idaho. I have a whole to-do about like going into another screen and then saying bye to everybody, but let me just park this tractor here. Probably not where it goes, but whatever. I like to live on the edge. Okay, and save game. And like so. Here we go. And there we go. All right, folks. Well, as always, thank you so much for being here. Mac, you in particular, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. First time ever playing the game with another person, and we only crashed into each other on purpose. So that's a good thing. And those of you in chat, thank you so much for your involvement, the poking fun at me. We'd probably do without that. But jokes aside, thank you everyone for being here. If you liked what you saw, as always, on your way out, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will catch you all on the flip side. Thank you so much. Bye.